Hey, what's up, guys? This is the 2011 Coyote 5-liter motor that I'm swapping into my 1996 Cobra. It's going to cost me a good bit. It's going to take a little while, but it'll be well worth it. There's going to be videos on this, videos on the 2J that we're building for a friend of mine's car. It's going to Texas 2K, videos on that 2J that's going to my cousin's Infiniti G35 Coupe. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be on this channel. I'm going to be starting up a detailing business soon with a friend of mine. We're going to open up a shop. I'll do videos on all of that and all the cool cars we get there. Just, there's a whole bunch of stuff that this channel is going to revolve around. Mostly automotive stuff. You know, we want a Texas 2K. I live in Alabama, so after Texas 2K, I think the weekend after Texas 2K, there is a race in Birmingham at Barber Motorsports Park. It's going to have a bunch of Lamborghinis and Porsches and all kinds of stuff, car show, whole bunch of neat stuff. So that's going to probably be on the channel. Hopefully, the channel will pick up some speed and I'm able to, use some of the channel funds to help fund this build, because this motor is hydrolocked, but my cousin Josh that runs a machine shop has an extra set of rods and pistons that he's going to let me have for it to throw in here. The passenger side valve cover was cracked, so I have to get a new one of those. After I get the valve cover, I'm going to be buying some billet oil pump gears and crankshaft gears for this thing. And just a bunch of other stuff for it that I'm going to need for the swap, and just to make sure it's going to be a nice, reliable motor. So this is my Cobra. This is what the Coyote motor is going to be going into. I bought this motor about a year ago today, and I swapped it in there, and I just ran into a bunch of electrical problems that I can't figure out because I'm not good with wiring, and I just kind of let the car sit and tinkered on it when I could, and I just went back and forth on it for what felt like forever. And one day I was at my uncle's house where the car was sitting, and I was messing with it, my cousin Josh and I, and we were checking for sparking fuel, and neither one of us thought to pull the relay for the injectors to keep them from firing. So when we pulled off the fuel rail and I just went to bump it just to make sure that the injectors were spraying, the injectors sprayed and the spark plugs went off and ignited the fuel in the motor, and then the number 5 injectors shot off, went down around the injector port on the intake, sat down there, roasted a little bit, melted part of the wiring harness, and fuel in each cylinder caught fire. And I thought it was just going to catch the whole car on fire. We didn't have a fire extinguisher, so the next best thing is water. So unfortunately, we had to go get a bucket of water, dump it on the engine to get the fire put out. And after the fire was put out, I came back the next day. I tried to get as much water out of the motor as I possibly could by vacuuming it out, using rags, shoving them down in the spark plug holes, just everything I could try. And I thought I got all of the water out. Turns out I did not, because about half of the cylinders have rust on the cylinder walls. So this motor is now locked up and basically useless, and I really don't want to rebuild it because these motors don't have as much potential as a newer Coyote motor. So I just figured the next best thing was to get a Coyote motor that my friend and I had went half and half on last year. It's also hydrolocked, but like I said, my cousin has an extra set of rods and pistons I can have for it, and it's just going to be a better swap all around than this. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not looking for this to be like a really quick swap or anything like that. I'm going to take my time and do it right. But that's it for this video, guys. I will keep you updated when I start doing more of the car. This motor will be coming out soon, and my cousin's going to buy it and put it in his 62 F100. Just a whole bunch of good stuff coming to the channel over the next few weeks, months, however long this is going to run for. I appreciate you watching.